Hey y'all, today we need to talk about Erika Kirk's recent Fox News interview, like this big statement she made, because really it's giving sus. The way it was handled, I feel raises some questions that we just need to have an open, honest, respectful conversation about. I mean, can we still do that? Is that too sassy? I didn't want to make a video on Erika Kirk because it always felt just disrespectful and wrong. And I say that because I know that there has been a lot of talk and judgment on her grieving process, but I never felt it was my place to have an opinion on that because I literally cannot imagine what she has been going through. And to not only lose her husband so suddenly, but lose him the way that she did. So I still have no interest in commenting on her grieving process, but I gotta talk about this latest interview that she did on Fox News because it is just not a good look.
We're all grieving in our own way, and they are trying to find the answer to something that happened that was so evil. We're doing the same. But when you go after my family, my Turning Point USA family, my Charlie Kirk Show family, when you go after the people that I love, and you're making hundreds and thousands of dollars every single episode because somehow they're in on this, no.
You know, I have to say it. I've never seen you like this.
No, this is righteous anger because this is not okay. It's not healthy. This is a mind virus.
So you want to put these people back in the box where they've been creeping from?
I don't care what box you're in. And so my message to them is to stop. To stop.
First, I just have to say this is very emotional, okay? You can obviously tell that she is angry and upset, but this is the issue with women, okay? We are naturally just more emotional, and that's fine. In fact, I think that's beautiful. I think that's what makes us such great mothers, but she is not Mama Erika right now, okay? She is CEO Erika, and as CEO, this statement is, like I said, just not a good look. Second, the response from her Turning Point employees, family just made the whole thing feel like a performance. Like we have Alex Clark, she reposted the video on X with the caption, "That's my CEO, let's go," and a bunch of exclamation points. And then we have Blake Neff, one of the co-hosts of the Charlie Kirk Show, who reposted it with the caption, "Long live the Queen." He has since deleted this and replaced it with, "Erika is a warrior." Yeah. Good choice, Blake. That first caption, to put it nicely, was very interesting. What is this? High school? They're like, "Yes, queen, that's my best friend." It's always the millennials doing the most and acting way too young. Like, just put it away. Put the phone away. You're not helping. Third, I really hope that Erika Kirk reached out, messaged Candace Owens, or just reached out to her privately in any way. Even if she doesn't respect Candace Owens, it's just not a good look to make a statement like this without first reaching out to her directly and privately. Fourth, I have to ask, why does she not have the same tenacity towards finding her husband's killer as she does here towards Candace Owens and other conspiracy theorists? I mean, she came off more angry at people just trying to get answers than at the alleged shooter. And from listening to Candace's podcast, Candace is literally just asking questions. And really, she seems to be the only one asking questions. If it wasn't for her, we would know absolutely nothing. I mean, I can't imagine what the investigation would look like without her. Oh wait, yes I do. It would be, yeah, Tyler Robinson did it. Stop talking about it. Anyways, anybody need anything from the kitchen? Really? The lone gunman narrative? That's really what we're supposed to believe? Might as well just say that the government did it. That's really, I think, where a lot of Americans are at. And any conservative voice or influencer or podcaster pushing that on you, wanting you believe that, immediately sus. They're either really, really dumb, which why would you want to listen to a dumb person? Or sus, possibly getting the 7K. I don't know, but still, it's weird. Because really, who does anything alone? If Tyler Robinson was involved, he did not act alone, period. I'm sorry, you cannot force me to believe that, I don't care. 5, I'm not sure if Erika meant to, but she came off seriously elitist.
I do not have time to address the noise. My silence does not mean that I am complacent. You want to keep telling me to come down while we're building? I don't have time for that.
Like, it's really giving, I don't have time for you or what you think. And this is just the last impression you want to make, like the very, very, very last impression. Well, for one, Charlie never came off that way. I think that was one of the best things about him. Like, it never felt like he thought he was better than you or you were beneath him in any way. Because Erika is the face of the organization, right? She chose to be the new CEO. She chose to take over because that's what Charlie wanted her to do, and okay, valid respect. But this organization that she is now the face of is making millions off the fact that the founder was assassinated. Millions of people donated or purchased a t-shirt in support because they wanted to honor Charlie, because they loved Charlie and they were grieving Charlie. And this is how you choose to speak to them? This is how you choose to speak to the public? I mean, it really felt like, and I kind of think she did say this, I know you loved my husband and I'm grateful for that, but I don't have time to care about what you think. I mean, talk about the biggest slap in the face. Again, maybe she didn't mean to come off that way, but it did. 6, I'm left with the impression that she is defending every single person at Turning Point USA. And all I have to say on that is, okay, noted. We have noted that. And any future revelation about anyone involved with Turning Point USA, anyone, is not only a reflection on you as a CEO, but I'm going to assume you had foreknowledge and approved it as Charlie Kirk's widow. That is what I'm going to think going forward after this statement. 7, I would like to believe that I would be grateful if anyone was not only using their platform, but their spare time. Because some of these people investigating Charlie's murder don't even have a big platform like Candace Owens. Some of them are just your average Joe using their very little free time to look into it because they care that much. That's how much of an impact Charlie had on some of us. Even if it turned out to be the lone gunman narrative, like even if the whole Tyler Robinson story that the government is shoving down our throats, even if that happened to be true, I would just be grateful because at least I would think that, okay, we got to the bottom of it because it wasn't just the FBI, the government looking into it, but it was majority of America. So why diss on them? 8, the full-blown performance after the Fox interview was a straight up operation. Wow. My eyes have been opened even more since Charlie's assassination. We don't have time to unpack it all here. And honestly, I'm not prepared. I'm not, because like I said, my eyes are being opened. But it's like all these influencers, these conservative voices that only speak truth. It's like they got this text to repost the video, hype up Erika's statement, and direct it to Candace Owens. Probably because Candace has a massive platform, like she has over 5 million subscribers, and is openly questioning the narrative, the official narrative that the government is pushing. And that is a problem. Whether it's based or not, whether anything she's saying is true, the government does not want us thinking for ourselves. Because really nowadays, to be called a conspiracy theorist is actually kind of a compliment, because it just means that you're critically thinking. You're forming your own opinions. You're using your brain. You're not just believing and eating up what the media and the government is telling you. And let me just say, I've had some lingering questions about Erika. I really have. And I've had them for about 2 months now that I didn't plan on ever posting a video on because, like I said, I didn't want to do that. But now that she's making this sort of statement, I have some more questions that I'd like her to address. And this was just after quick research. Okay, this wasn't a deep dive by any means. And y'all, she is not the girl next door. She is not this average girl that just applied to work at Turning Point and Charlie interviewed her and instead, thought she was so cute and thought, I'm gonna marry her. Like, there's a little bit more to it, okay? One, and most notably, she was Miss Arizona 2012 and she appeared on a reality show, Summer House. That's something that a lot of people are talking about and they have their own opinions and judgments on. But I'm just, okay, that's part of her backstory, right? Her life before Charlie Kirk. She comes from money, like real money. So much money where she was able to start her own nonprofit as a teen called Romanian Angels. And it actually came under scrutiny this year because there were allegations that it was a trafficking front. This was a nonprofit in Romania that apparently their whole mission was to support an orphanage. The whole thing is shady and you can't find a lot of information on it. Now, I do want to say there is no credible evidence to back up that it is a child trafficking front. And apparently multiple fact checkers looked into this and couldn't find anything, but I couldn't find Erika addressing any of the accusations. Not a statement, not an interview, nothing. Let me make it clear. Silence doesn't prove guilt. That's not what I'm saying here. But it creates a void for conspiracy theorists, which is obviously something Erika has beef with. And lastly, something else that was kind of weird is her mom reportedly worked for the Department of Defense, but you can't find a lot of information around that, like what exactly her role was, what her title was, how long she was in that role, or when she began working for the government, plus the government link there. I don't know. That always makes me feel a bit weird. If there's ever a Hollywood link or a government link, I don't know. I don't know. So all I'm gonna say is if you are a public figure, it shouldn't be hard to find out a bit about your past, and it especially shouldn't be difficult to learn about what your parents do for a living, what they did or currently are doing. I shouldn't feel like I have to do a serious deep dive on the internet to just find out what your mom did for a living. And again, this was quick research, very quick research. I would say 30 minutes to an hour. Maybe if I spent 2 hours looking into it, I would find out more information about what exactly her mom's role was in the Department of Defense. Maybe. And so this brings me to my main issue, I guess, like everything that I've said in this video. This brings me to 3 questions that have been lingering in the back of my brain that I guess have been brought to the forefront ever since this statement. 1, why does it feel like Turning Point is going backwards? 2, why does it feel like Erika is not continuing down the path or taking Turning Point down the path that I feel Charlie was so clearly on before he died? 3, why does it feel like she's not asking the same questions Charlie was asking right before he died? Cough, cough, Israel, if you know, you know. Again, she chose to become CEO. These are the questions that come with that position. And under her leadership, the direction feels like a complete reversal of where Charlie was headed. And that's just kind of grazing the surface. There are a lot of other lies that Turning Point has been caught in, or just shady stuff, and just the weird overall energy we're getting from them. Like, this is just grazing the surface, okay? But I'm trying to keep this video short, and I'm still trying to come to my own conclusions about a lot of things regarding all of this. I'm literally just asking questions. Again, this is an organization that has made millions in the aftermath of Charlie's assassination. She is taking donations as his widow and as the CEO. And so I would like her to clear up a little bit of the shadiness and allegations regarding her past. I'm gonna be real. This video is hard for me. I prayed a lot about it beforehand because I know what the Bible says about widows. He is their defender, their protector. I do not want to dishonor God in any way. Nothing is worth coming in between me and him, nothing. But I made a promise to myself and to God that if I was gonna do this being these kind of videos, I would speak truth, God-centered truth. And truth, unfortunately, causes division. That's kind of why Jesus says that. He says, I'm here to create division because Jesus is truth and truth brings light, and we are living in some serious darkness right now. You think these dark evil forces are gonna vibe with the light of Jesus? I mean, let me be clear. Jesus already won the battle. Okay, they are defeated, but it doesn't mean we ain't gonna be fighting until he comes back. All in all though, I really am curious what you're thinking. I'm really curious what others are thinking. I guess my main question to you, if you made it this far, is do you feel like Erika's statement in this video brought more closure or more confusion, and why? I would love for you to comment and share your thoughts in whatever way, but I just ask that you keep it respectful. There's no reason for name calling or any sort of insult. All I would like to see is a little bit of discussion. It doesn't have to get mean. It just doesn't. Anyways, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, help a girl out, and subscribe for more if you'd like to. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.